Hello, welcome to Just Prime. As part of this video, we are going to see three things. First one is what is machine learning, how to build machine learning systems, and where we are going to use the machine learning systems in our real life. So these are the three things we are going to see it. So let's get started. The first point is what is machine learning? So the machine learning we can say it's a subset of artificial intelligence or AI. So it's part of AI. So the machine learning can be defined in a simple way. The name itself it suggests the machine learning in the sense it will learn from the data. It will learn from the existing data, and we are not going to write anything explicitly program. So it will learn from the existing data. Example, so we are going to give different possible input and output. So based on that, it will learn it. It will do the predictions. It will do the decisions based on the sample data what we had given. From that it will try, we are going to train the data. Okay, so based on that it will try to predict the ungiven inputs later, and it will take a decision for the new inputs, and it will decide, it will derive the new outputs. So that's the way, simple way we can able to define it. So we are going to train the machines based on some existing inputs and outputs. So that way these machines will be trained, and then it will predict the things in the future for unknown inputs, and it will derive the outputs for the corresponding that one. In the similar way it will take a decision for the unknown inputs, and it will derive the outputs. So that's the way, simple way we can able to define it. So once this is training is done, then we are going to use it, these machine learning models, to recognize the images or to predict the stock price, various use cases. So that's the way we can able to define the machine learning a simple way. So basically we are going to train the machine learning or models based on some existing inputs and outputs. So this will be useful, or this knowledge will be useful to generate or to predict the outputs for the future inputs and outputs. So that's the a simple way we can able to define it. And the next one is, so how to build these systems, how to build these machine learning systems. So like I said in the before, we are going to build the systems with by various, using by various learning techniques called supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So there is a different variety of learning techniques we are going to use it. We are going to train the models such a way that we are going to give all possible inputs and outputs whatever we have so far, so that we are going to give it, or we are going to train it by using various learning techniques. So that's why we are going to train the machines or build the models. So that way it will be useful for the future inputs or future outputs, or to predict the things. So these are the different ways we are going to use it by using the learning techniques. Next one is, so what are the real use cases in our life? So where you are using this machine learning? So if you see, in our machine learning techniques we are going to use in various scenarios. Example is spam email. If you see, in your Gmail, right, you have a dedicated inbox for the spam emails. If the email is not the correct one due to various reason, if the mail is not correct, the mail is not the correct one, so then it will apply the train models or mechanism such a way that it can define, it can decide whether the particular mail is a spam mail or it's a valid email, such a way that it will take a decision, and then accordingly the mail will be pushed into the corresponding box, it's inbox or spam box. So that's the one of the use case. And the second one is, in our life, right, day to day life, when we are watching the movies in Netflix, say for example. So, what kind of movies you are watching? Are you watching comedy movies or watching horror movies? Accordingly, at that particular time, it will try to recommend you a similar kind of movie, similarity movies. So that's one of the use case. And the third one is, say for instance, banking. In the banking case, how the customer, a pattern transaction is to happen is the customer is doing a $10 in a time generally, or $55, or so how the transaction is happening. If the system sees different behavior, then it will raise an alarm, or it will raise an alarm such a way that the next corresponding action will be taken care. So this is one of the use case. And the second one, and the fourth one, we can give nowadays, you can see in all telecom mobiles you will be getting the fraud detection emails. It could be calls or spam calls or spam messages. This can be identified very easily and the live, when the call is coming directly, it is display it's a spam call. So this is one of the real use case where we are trying to use this machine learning models what we have already trained it, so that knowledge will be used in the future such a way that when the data is coming, it will try to apply the past knowledge and it will try to derive the conclusion, whether it's a spam email or what kind of recommendation we can give to the live customer, or what kind of transaction a customer is doing. So that way it will take a decision and it will try to give the suggestions to the customer. So these are the some of the real use cases what we are using so far in our day-to-day life. Yeah, I think that's all about this video. We are seeing what is a machine learning and how it will be implemented, and what are the different use cases about this one in our day-to-day life. Okay, but I think that's all about this video. If you like the video, you can subscribe the channel for more subsequent updates, and thank you.